Hey everybody, my name's Gilgamesh and welcome to my very first SPEEDPAINT video. At least the first I'm actually brave enough to list. Anyway, today I'll be drawing Zane and Kent from Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, as these two Christmas Cavaliers are some of my absolutely favorite characters from the whole series. For those who don't know, Fire Emblem is a tactical RPG game series that has its own archetypes which it uses throughout the games. There's your early game carry called the Jagen, named after its first incarnation, the White Wings, which are a trio of high mobility flying units, and perhaps the most infamous one, the Christmas Cavaliers. The Christmas Cavaliers are a duo of knights on horseback, color-coded in red and green, hence the silly name of their archetype. They're well-balanced, reliable early game units who can do a little bit of everything. Usually they're two sides of the same coin, similar stats, but maybe one of them leaning more towards strength, while the other leans more towards speed or something. Reliable, strong, early game units. Now that sounds good and dandy, but there's a flip side to it. When people describe their unit feel, one word usually comes to mind. Boring. And I'm not inclined to disagree with that. There's nothing outrageous about them. They'll rarely underperform, but just as rarely overperform. They're jack of all trades, masters of none. But this is where my love for them actually starts to blossom, because I find that incredibly relatable. I'm a jack of all trades myself, and it can be frustrating to feel like I'll never properly master anything because I'm so caught up in trying to be decent at too many things at once. But you know, good or bad, I like seeing myself in fictional characters. In fact, I think it's a helpful way to get over negative thoughts, because if I'm able to like this trait in a character, I can like this trait in myself too, right? And it's not like being a jack of all trades is a bad thing. Christmas Cavaliers might be the most reliable archetype in the whole series because of that. If I failed a high-risk, high-reward play with my Startmaster, I knew I could send in one of my Cavaliers to fix the mess. But I don't just play Fire Emblem for the gameplay, I also play it for the characters themselves. More than not, I find myself wanting to use a unit because I like their character design and personality, and not because I find their stats or playstyle impressive. Not that this hasn't happened either. Of course there are instances where a unit's gameplay make me love the character. But my point stands. I love the big and colorful cast, and exploring everyone's story and relationship plays a big part in the enjoyment of the series for me. And being a duo, Christmas Cavaliers usually come with a pre-established relationship of being friends. And I really like that. It doesn't require a lot of thinking or reading into it. They're a pair, it's domestic, and it's cute. But I feel like getting a glimpse into an already established relationship is an underrated enjoyment. I mean, I get it. It's really fun to watch a relationship grow from start to finish. You don't miss out on anything. However, watching two friends banter is always such a pleasure to me. It creates a completely different narrative than most support conversations. You hop right into their friendship, and by the end of it, they're still friends. Nothing's really changing. But in a game like Fire Emblem, that's all about these grand wars that change the world, it's kind of nice to know that Christmas Cavaliers are here to give us stability. It's almost as if it reflects their playstyle. But maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I just really love Christmas Cavs. I like their design, I like their relationship as friends, I can relate to them, and I like that I can rely on them as a strong unit too. Just like I can rely on them to be in every game. Oh wait,